Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Bird Zidell. With me, as always, all the boys are back in the building. We got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
Hello.
We got Big Dr. Schulz.
What's up?
And then we got my main man, my co-host, Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
What's going on?
Real quick, December 23rd, our live show at Bottlerocket Social. Thank you for everyone that went out and bought tickets. We have 51 tickets left. So we sold 69. We got 51 left. So tickets are available at bottlerocketsocial.com. The link's posted everywhere. Thank you so much.
68 tickets.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good number for December 23rd. Yeah, looking forward to it. We should probably start planning it out a little bit, but looking forward to it.
I figured we'll go with a Christmas theme.
Yeah, we'll make some Christmas
It's
shit in
creeping
there.
up on us now.
Yeah, we're going to old WDVE tomorrow for their Christmas parties. We'll do a little gear grinder there. Hopefully pick up a few tickets.
The Cheer Grinder.
The cheer grinder.
Yeah, we'll be on WDV. They're going to play it on Friday. So
Is that something that's like you're grateful for, or something? Cheer grinder, it's just the same as a gear grinder.
You know what?
It's
They weren't not too many details.
he said it's a gear grinder towards Christmas.
Ah, easy, nice.
Yeah.
I got a couple
There's
stories.
plenty.
Yeah, I got
Yep, for sure. What that Steelers loss is one of the worst losses I've seen in a long time. There's been bad ones this year, but that was really bad.
That was hard to watch at some point, dude.
yeah.
a lot
Dude,
of
they
it.
said,
After the
much.
third drive, where it would look promising, and there was the third pick in a row.
Dude,
You're
he
like,
was just
wow.
throwing him directly to the Baltimore Ravens.
why was he doing that? Why would you do that?
Pulling
Was
the
he-
O'Neal
spite?
O'Donnell.
Yeah, he's mad.
Pulling the O'Neal
do
O'Donnell
you think it
Super
was?
Bowl.
I swear to God,
I think he's was trying to be more aggressive, but sometimes the shit just isn't there.
Yeah.
that third pick, the first two, I just
The
don't
one
think
in the end zone.
Yeah, that was just like, what are you doing, dude? That was like a mighty might throw. Just
Right.
to throw it in a double
Close
coverage
your eyes and just
best,
put it up.
Best case
Yeah.
scenario.
Well, I
happens,
think he
hopefully.
got benched for being too passive. So then he went aggressive, and just
Yeah.
it's just not his style. It's just that's what happens. But you know what he did? Seeing as Kenny Pickett gets hurt all the time and can't stay on the field, he opened the door open.
Oh,
For
Mason.
Mason
Rudolph.
You know Mason's gonna light it up.
So he's going to come back and light it up, and
There's no way he's not.
There's going to be a real
it's just
big,
the way it should be.
a 6-11 quarterback.
It's the way it should have been from the
controversy.
beginning. You know, these things have a funny way of working themselves out.
Okay. I do agree with you. I think Mason's probably going to get in there. He's going to have a good game.
They asked him. He said, "I'm ready to rock whenever."
Yeah, he said he hasn't got like a real snap since training camp. He said during the bye week he would like barter with them to like let him have a couple throws, and they did.
He's
but
like, I'll buy you
besides
guys
that,
lunch if you
yeah.
let me fucking
They
touch
say
the
he's been
ball.
playing a lot of Madden, so.
Well,
Yeah, mentally, he's ready.
They said that third string quarterback Anthony Brown was so bad during warm-ups. Like, you know how you just like quarterbacks throw the balls to everybody. He was warming like the receivers up. He couldn't get the ball to him, so they actually fucking pulled him from warm-ups and had the long snapper do it. That's how bad he was. And
For
that's
the
who we-
Steelers?
No, for the
Ravens.
Ravens, and that's who he
so
lost.
this dude was just long snapping fucking in and outs, like instead of
they-
having this guy throw the ball.
Yeah, they brought in a long snapper to warm the receivers up because that dude was so bad, and that's who he lost to. It was
Hey,
Well,
was
it doesn't.
crazy.
It doesn't hurt the Ravens any that we can't stop the run if our lives depended on it.
yeah, but you give up 16 points, you gotta win. You gotta win that game.
Yeah. You can't let dudes just at will run the ball down your throat.
Dude,
when you know
they
they're
didn't
gonna
throw
do
the ball to Pickens more than once in the second half.
No.
Again,
Yeah,
I don't
I don't
understand
get
if you're I don't get it. Like,
I think here's my theory on that. I feel like Deontay's like an overwhelming presence in that huddle in the locker room, and I feel like he's like a gimme the ball guy. I feel like a lot of like Pickett's frustration is towards him when he like gets a pass. He's like, throw me the fucking ball.
Right.
Like I think they're throwing to him like they did force him to AB all those times.
right, like they stare down at Deontay. That's
I
the only
think-
receiver they look at. They
I
don't
think
go through the
Sims though
progression.
got the most targets.
Sims look good.
I
I
like
like
Sims. He's
Sims got
fast.
the most targets
Sims
out of
looks. That Claypool trade is looking fantastic.
Yeah.
dude.
Sam's is good on the return game. I like him. He got some wheels.
Rocks the 82. You don't see
Yeah.
the old 82 too much.
Oh,
Dual
Yancey
Randall
thick
L.
pen.
Randall.
I went a little farther back. Thick pen.
Yancey.
But you're not hearing is anything about Canada the past few weeks, which is like scary because like the less you hear, like maybe they'll keep this idiot until next year. If that happens, you can't even watch it.
Right, but okay, so the first 2 out of those 3 interceptions were the exact same route.
Oh, it's the same play. It was crazy.
Exact same fucking play,
Yeah.
exact same guy, not same person, but exact same coverage that picked it off.
You think Mike T's on the hot seat at all?
No,
Yeah, I don't think he is.
They don't
either.
fire- they don't
I
fire
think if he
coaches.
can come anywhere near 500, which he will, that he'll keep his job. And they need to get a better draft pick anyway. That's just
Yeah, let's just
Let's
tank,
be realistic.
Let's
We're
tank
not-
it out.
tank it out.
Tank it
Play
out.
Ray Mason Rudolph the rest of the year. Kenny Pickett, let him get his nugget right.
Yeah, that's what
That's
two
twice.
Two concussions.
Yeah,
in
dude.
4 weeks, 5 weeks. That's not good for business.
No, it's not good for your melon at all.
No.
He only got 2 more.
They tried saying like it doesn't matter how long you take to recover from a concussion. Once you're recovered, you're recovered. I feel like if you keep getting multiple concussions in a row,
Close
like,
together. It's,
yeah,
Ask,
it's gotta
ask
be-
Sidney Crosby about that. He lost a year of his career from multiple concussions in a row.
he
Couldn't play for a whole
blocked me.
season.
Reggie Ray. That's Reggie Ray.
Yeah, can he play?
Coach, I don't even know if he can breathe.
What do you think Tomlin would have to do to even get on the hot seat? Like another 2 seasons?
I
like
think he'd have
this?
to do something to like. I think he would retire. I think Tomlin will retire before he ever get fired.
Pull a knife on a Rooney.
Yeah, he,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's
right.
pretty untouchable. I
Kidnap
think.
someone.
Yeah,
He really is.
Keep
Yeah.
Canada.
DDT.
The fact that he got
Rooney.
this team this far is like, all right.
But the crazy thing is like he doesn't even have to like he doesn't answer questions. Like they ask him about like are you happy with it? You know how his interviews go.
Right.
They're so like fucking.
He's very
says the crazy
evasive
shit. Yeah,
with all his answers, but he did throw Mitch Trubisky like under the bus. Like, you can't throw the ball away like that. Like, usually he's more guarded.
Yeah.
And it's more of like
three picks
a
like
bullshit-
that. It's hard.
Maybe
not-
Trubisky was out there like, I'm going to show these dudes. and
Right.
it just,
I-
he did show us, buddy.
I honestly, I know it's insane to say, but it crossed my mind. Like, is this dude like throwing this game? You know what I mean? Like that's how bad those picks were.
They were pretty bad.
It feels. I also feel like too. Like Trubisky didn't get a chance.
I feel like he feels like shunned because they took him out of that stupid argument with him and fucking
Right.
Deontay Johnson at the halftime of the Jets game.
Well, that was a pretty big chance he got on Sunday, and he
Yeah.
fucked it up.
He definitely
dude,
did.
he looked great until he got to the
Yeah, he
fucking
was
red
moving the
zone,
ball,
dude.
and then he would just go down there and give
Just
it to the
gift wrap
Ravens.
a
Catch a
fucking-
bottle freaks him out. The Heinz red zone. He's like, no.
No,
Something freaked
it's
him
Mason's time to shine. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
I know. You know he's gonna ball out. You know he is. There's no way he doesn't.
Pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
out. You got any of those cards, Z-Bird?
No, I don't have. I didn't hang on to the Rudolphs.
Missed out.
Did you guys do any Christmas lights this year? You hang any Christmas lights?
I did. I got some. I did my tree, which is,
Yeah, well, you
that's
got the
pretty
tr-
standard.
You got the tree. I'm
But
talking,
the
I'm
outside
talking
lights,
outside.
I did my bushes.
The
I did my
man
tree.
stuff.
Yeah, my dad gave me these deer because he's cleaning out everything. He keeps bringing everything he doesn't want to my house and tells me how much he paid for it. So like the deer works like halfway, but I put it on the side.
Does it move?
The
Go up?
one does move. It turns its head.
That's pretty
And
sick.
I have a little fountain. I put it. It looks like they're drinking out of my fountain. It does look good. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
What about everything? Did you go like lights everywhere?
Oh no, my bushes.
Pushed it up.
I didn't go around the house and put it. I used to do that around the door.
You a roof guy? You go up there?
No, I don't like going up on the roof.
It ain't worth it.
That's for a professional.
So I went to Home Depot on Saturday or something like that. Saturday. So last year, like a couple people did lights on my street, so I didn't feel too bad about it. This year, people were going ham.
Showing
And
out.
I
Weather's
was-
nice.
Yeah, weather's nice for sure. So I was like, fuck, we're like the white trash people without lights. I was like, it can't be that. So like I went and got some lights. I'll tell you what, lights are more expensive than I thought. That's for
You
sure.
get the LEDs
The
or
LEDs,
they're
yeah.
supposed to last a little.
15 winners. We'll see.
Yeah, there's
Bullshit.
not a chance.
There's not a
Listen,
chance in
I
hell.
fucking tried to put up lights Sunday. 5 strings of LEDs, like it alternates with like white and blue. The whole string, the big bulbs, or like it has
The
the,
bigger-
big plastic
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
still LED light. Beautiful. It look like icicles. They're amazing. Not one fucking string worked, dude. I'm out there freezing my dick off.
Did you
dude.
test them out first?
I tested them out and they worked, dude.
Were they
And I
brand
strung
new?
them- No, they're from last year.
But you
Dude.
tested them and then they worked and then you put them on.
And
they
when I
did-
strung them together, it was like intermittent working and shit. Dude, I tried to
Dude,
change
once
fuses.
they go,
Like Clark Griswold.
yeah, once
Oh,
they
so
go,
furious,
they're like,
bro.
here's the other bulbs. Just go each one and change them out. That's worked one time for me out of like
I'll never,
probably
never do
1,000.
it.
Yeah.
Never do it.
It doesn't work. Just throw them away.
Don't they like if you return them? Don't they like take them back if you?
You're supposed to be
return
able to recycle, dude. I have so many old Christmas lights.
So I bought a bunch, and I hung up. I did my stairs around the deck, and I did the bushes. And then I was like, this is enough. I don't need the rest of this fucking shit. Because it's like, it started getting like, this is stupid. What am I doing here? We don't have any kids. This is fucking nuts. I'm getting like bullied into like lights by like my neighbors, which is fine, but like I'm not gonna go crazy. So I took the other shit back. They took it right back. Home Depot's the best about taking shit back. They don't give a fuck. Dude. I had those boxes ripped open. They're like, here you go. You want it back on your Amex? I was like, yep. It was like, boom. See you later.
And worst case scenario, they'll just be like, here, we can't take it back. Here's a gift card.
Yeah.
The only thing about returning spare lights is there could come a situation where one of them lights goes bad during Christmas, then you need to replace it. You go to buy more lights close to Christmas, there's nothing left.
You got to get the
it was already pretty picked through when I went on Saturday.
It's all like the assorted color ones left
Do you
over.
guys? So that was my next question. Do you guys go colored lights or like straight white?
I like the blue ones.
Oh, that's white trash.
What?
You go straight white.
Who likes the blue lights?
The blue lights are like
that's for Hanukkah.
Right. That's for the Jews.
I'm from Squirrel Hill.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
No,
Dude,
I just told you what I had. I had
here's the
blue
light.
and white. It was a fucking.
That's what the Jewish people put up.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah, Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I think it came with this little star.
Dude,
with
these
sweet-
lights
Yeah,
I got.
dude. I was like, what are all these candles for?
Dude, I got the Primo lights, dude. I got the ones, these LEDs. They could be white, and they could be. Then you could switch them to color
That's how my
lights,
Christmas tree is.
and they can switch back and forth.
Okay.
I don't like the the assorted
Colors
color
like-
ones.
colors-
I
white.
love the assorted color lights.
Yeah, that's white trash to me.
assorted color.
I went a classic white clean look. That's what I went for.
White's good.
Nice, clean, crisp. You just had the blues wild.
The blues wild. I'd never heard
Blue
of
is
that.
wild.
Fuck you guys.
What do you think, Z-Bird?
What's that? I don't know. We didn't really put any up this year. We don't celebrate Christmas around my house. It's not an evil enough holiday. We got some. we got some. I'll get into that in Gear Grinder. We don't decorate too much. Just a Christmas tree with a scarecrow on it. I don't know.
No, I feel you with the white lights. It does look
Yeah.
nice, but for some reason, growing up, I was always a multicolor guy. So
My
like,
house is a multicolored.
John, you got the big ass bulbs like the old
bulbs.
school ones?
no, these new
Yeah.
LEDs.
They're bigger, but they're not.
They're
like,
bigger,
they're
but
not
they're not
huge.
that fat one like from the
Yeah,
Christmas
right,
story.
right.
I do have some fat ones for outside, but I didn't put them up this year.
My dad still goes with the fat ones, the fat colored
That's what
ones.
my
I'm like,
dad
how
does,
are you,
too.
Like, where are you even finding
That's
the
what I
balls
said,
for
dude.
these?
He's like, oh, dude, you go in his like, he's like a tote, whatever, and he has like cases of like
The twist on bulbs.
Yeah. Like,
My
where
dad-
did you get these at? Like,
The house burned downers. That's
yeah,
what I call them.
yeah, absolutely.
Burning
Dude, my
down your
dad
house.
would be out there all day fucking with them lights. The one
I used
year,
to hate helping.
The one year, hate helping. The one year he fell off the porch, like broke his fucking ribs. I'm like, what are you? I'm like, dude, we're like, your youngest child's 28 years old, guys. Like, fucking retire.
Somebody can help you.
Yeah, I was like, or just like, don't go as hard as you're going. He was still going like super hard.
The
with
best
it.
thing in the world
And
is
then,
that
like,
thing that you put on the house and it just sprays the lights on it.
Yeah, so right. I'm on like hour 2 of fucking with these lights, and I was like, okay, I'm turning to my dad. I'm done with these fucking lights.
I tell
There's
you,
a line.
There is an
Yeah.
art to it. If it's like the people that really go nuts. Like
Yeah.
I don't have the patience for it. I'm really
Yeah,
not.
because you have to have.
I'm not that good at outdoor lights,
you gotta,
dude. Like
you got to get the hooks going and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's a whole. You gotta.
And then if they sag, but then if you run out of lights and they don't reach, then you got to use more lights. But then it's too much.
A lot of
Yeah.
prep work goes into the
You
good
gotta
light.
think.
lot of
You gotta
prep
think it
work.
out. You gotta measure.
Yeah, and then you got to have like your connections right, electric.
They got to meet at the right place.
Yeah,
and then like
it's
I
a
have,
lot more. It's a lot more prep work than you would think.
I have
than
pillars
I
and I
thought.
try to spiral it up, and then like
That's
if
not
you
as easy as
fuck
it
up,
thinks.
it
Yeah.
looks like shit. If one has 17 fucking loops, this one has 15. You could see it.
Yeah.
These are closer together. 100 different fucking times you got to stand back and look at it, readjust.
I got a problem where the one big string I could unplug from. I ran it through my window, and I just unplug it. It's right next to my couch. It's great. The other one I had to run through my garage. So like if I want to turn those on, I got to go downstairs, turn them on, and then to turn them off. Do you leave your lights on all night? Or
Yeah.
you shut them off in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laney was like, no, you should shut them off. But I was like, what the fuck?
You can't. Yeah,
I
you
thought
gotta
you
leave
left
them
them
all
on.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
leave them
What's
on.
the point?
Yeah.
Right.
When I go to work, I usually unplug
People drive
everything.
down. Like, oh, it looks nice.
Right. Okay. But
Yeah,
'cause
she's
'cause
wrong.
then I have to like walk downstairs before I go to bed. I ain't trying to do all that.
I got all mine. Like I got.
They have a timer. They
They
have
have
these
nice-
things called timers. They're
yeah,
amazing.
You could do that, but
Mine didn't come in a timer.
No, you buy a timer. It's like fucking
I don't-
$8, $9.
I just have a big power, like a huge power strip. Everything's plugged into.
To the
and I
one. Yeah.
Oh, you
Kill
just
it,
click
pop
the
it,
button. Yeah.
kill it.
Yeah. That's like I didn't. I really didn't have a game plan. I kind of just started and I kind
You're winging
of
it.
I kind of fucked myself.
Dude,
yeah.
I kind of one year want to get one of them big blow ups.
My
so
girl's
here's-
dad hates them.
Here's my game because it is a cop out.
He just says like the one. He's I just think it looks like it's not real Christmas.
It sounds like a helicopter in your front yard at all times.
I think they're cool,
dude.
actually.
So my game plan is I'm gonna start buying Christmas shit as soon as Christmas because this shit's expensive right now,
Yeah.
dude. It's, like if you really wanted to go, I could have spent $1,000 fucking.
Yeah, that's a big Johanna move.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that.
I can't do it.
Buying shit after. I'm saying I am. There's no way in the world that I
Johanna
actually
does.
do
Like
it.
she was like, oh my god, finally she brought out these little like solar ones you stick into the ground.
Dude, I bought them. I took them back.
Yeah, they don't work.
Yeah, they didn't work.
Yeah, she has them like
Yeah.
backwards now.
They're
so
not
she
sunny.
don't think they're getting enough sun on them.
No sun in the winter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not in Pittsburgh.
It's like old man problems, dude. And I find myself. It was nice. I was like, today's the day. Like, we're not getting too many nice Saturdays anymore. I
Yeah,
gotta
you're
get this
running out of
over
time
with.
to put
Dude,
them up.
I'm a big if like you can like maybe 2 years for the lights. Other than that, like I was like I'm going to test all these lights and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to Costco and I bought 100 strands and said screw it. I know these are all going to work.
Yeah,
At least for this season.
Yeah.
for sure.
Were they blue and white?
No.
Did you see anybody dress up their car? I seen a car dressed up as Christmas for Christmas.
I've seen a couple reindeer
That's
antlers.
what I was getting. I
Yeah.
seen a couple Volkswagen. I seen a VW Bug that had the antlers on it.
Sometimes they got the red nose on the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I like
I'm
the
not a
Christmas.
fan of that.
I like the Christmas wreath on the front.
Well,
I
it's
didn't see. I don't like a wreath. Get your wreath out of here, dude.
Why?
that's what
I don't
Jack
wanna-
sent me.
I
Yeah.
don't want a wreath on a car. Let's leave
Dude,
it for
Rosa
the
puts a
house.
wreath on the door, and every time you open or close the door, something falls off of it.
That would drive me insane.
And I fucking hate it, dude.
No
She's
one
like, oh,
can-
my papa got that for me. Like, dude, I'm about to burn this fucking thing, dude.
Dude, I was helping John's dad clean his shit out there, and he literally had like 12 wreaths. He's like, I'm gonna take them down to John. I'm like, you think he wants all 12 of them? You seen what happened with the deer, right? He didn't want them. Now it made his whole house. You know what I mean? And he told me how much he spent on everything too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man.
I mean, this is He gave me the first one. I went to plug it in. The lights don't work. I'm like, thanks, Dad. Just leave all that shit on my porch, man. Dude,
Throw all your garbage
no
on my porch.
bullshit. I got 12 wreaths. So if anybody needs one, it
got
doesn't-
them
Too
on the
many
cheap.
wreaths.
yeah.
What do you got? Two doors, 12 wreaths.
I have a front door, back door, and a basement door. Yeah, I got some windows. I guess
He got it on the
Dude,
bathroom
He got
door?
one that's huge. It's pretty
Dude,
sweet, actually.
The one's like this big, and he said that was like the obviously expensive one. But he was like, those are handmade. I look at the back like, buy some little kid in China.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You
He's
didn't
made
buy
in
this on the
Uruguay.
side of the road and
Yeah,
off the Amish.
everything's handmade.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
fuck.
you come to my house, there's gonna be about 57 wreaths all
You should
over.
you should wrap him up and give him away as fucking Christmas presents.
That would be great.
At the show.
Yeah,
To all my family members.
yeah, that's what I mean. Or yeah, give them the fans.
Yeah.
Buy a ticket, get a wreath.
Who wants a wreath?
Raffling them off.
How's Elf on the Shelf going?
Ah,
You guys
fuck it.
We're having a
participating?
bad year. We're having a bad year.
Are you not doing it?
No, we're doing it, but the more like we forget. Honestly, I'm not like the main elf on the shelf guy. Like if I'm up, all right, yeah, I'll move it. But like we've been forgetting to where the kids are like, what did we do wrong? And I'm like,
Well,
sorry,
keep
kid.
them on their toes a bit.
Yeah.
Rosa's sharp with this because last year she quarantined it for fucking
That was
COVID.
a major move.
So everybody was sick last week in my house, and Rosa stuck it in like a different cabinet, and they were like, "Oh my god, where's the elf?" Like, "Oh, there he is." And Rosa was like, "Here, let me give him. He's sick too." And she put like some Robitussin next to him in the fucking thing, so he's on a robo trip.
Do you do anything, John? Like, do you do antics with it? Like, do you have the elf getting into mischief when you do set it up?
Yeah, sometimes like it's like
Sometimes you
there's
just
like a
move it,
bowl
though,
of like
right?
Hershey Kisses, and all the Hershey Kisses are missing. There's wrappers there,
Okay,
or something like
yeah.
that. No drug
Some people
paraphernalia.
get really into it. They're like
Really into
super into it.
I love those videos when people do that.
Dude,
too.
my little sister, for example, she like has the elf writer kids notes. And
Yeah,
shit like
Joanna
that. I'm
does
like,
that.
all right, dude.
That's
Like,
Yeah.
Got
Dude,
too
speaking
much
of
time.
robo tripping, I was obviously sick last week, and I bought one of those big like you know how they sell the Dayquil and the NyQuil like
Yeah,
packs together,
the
the big guys.
Speedball.
So I just been like fucking. I don't even have the cup because it's like a mess. I just been keeping the Dayquil in my car.
Just drink it out of the thing.
And, yeah, dude, it's ice cold. So in the morning, I just get in, I just whack it a few times, and then I come home at night and I fucking whack that a few times, and I finally ran out of both, and I think I'm gonna feel it. You know, what I
Probably
mean?
yeah,
are.
yeah, it's called withdrawals.
That NyQuil, you'll need that NyQuil to slow you down, something to keep you easy.
need some of that
the
ZQuil.
Dayquil will get you through the day, but then you need a NyQuil to land the plane.
Yeah,
That's it.
for sure. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, I just realized I'm out, so that's I'm not
Hey,
looking
You
forward
can
to tonight.
cop tonight.
Yeah,
You
CBS
should go to
tonight,
CBS.
baby.
Yeah, but you think like I'm not feeling great.
He's like, dude, we gotta get out of here soon.
Yeah. Look, All right, let's jump into some voicemails.
What's up, boys? It's Kenny. So, this week, Pittsburgh Water and Sewer Authority's been working around the house. A couple times this week I come home, there's no water. So they don't always send out the alert. Sometimes they can't. I get it. Grinders, now I got to be on the ball because I went home and wasted my only flush on a number 1. And then you got a number 2 in the chamber. You're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You can't leave it sit there. You got to find if someone else used the other toilet. I need the warning coming home. Now I know to check. They're working in the area. You got to check when you come home every day. If I'd have known I couldn't go at home, I'd have went at work when I was getting paid for it. You need a warning.
My man, Kenny.
Yeah, he ain't lying though, dude. You waste your flush.
1 flush a day is rough, dude. That's fucking brutal.
You got to play your cards right.
I mean, first you always got to poop at work. A work poop is just one. You won't have a better poop.
Yeah, because like you said, you're getting paid for that.
Getting paid for it. You fucking get on your phone. Fucking breaks up the day a little bit. You guys flush number 1s every time?
Yeah.
All right, so in my basement bathroom, I'll if it's yellow, I let it mellow.
Yellow, let it mellow.
If I'm up in like the girls' bathroom, like the other one, I flush every time.
Our bathroom is close to our bedroom, kinda. So if anybody pisses at night, you're not gonna flush.
Occasionally at night, occasionally at night, I'll let that
wake
slide.
people up, but
if it's at prostate pee and it's like 3 seconds of like drippage,
Yeah, like
we
go,
don't need to flush
stop,
that.
Go,
Yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
go, stop. Pee on your balls. Go, stop. Go to bed. Pee down your leg.
I haven't ran into that issue yet. I'm not looking forward to it. I have a pretty healthy stream.
Usually it is lately. I don't know if I'm just dehydrated, but like I still feel like I gotta
drink so
pee.
much
That
water.
there's not just a lot.
You were talking about a couple weeks, or maybe a couple months ago. You're like, when you pee and you think you're done, and then your last fucking 3 dribbles go right down your fucking leg after you put the monster away.
All the time.
I feel like that was like one of the first episodes you talked about that.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
It
still.
happens. Yeah, I mean, dude, it happens at aerobics all the time because I go to piss right before aerobics starts, and like there's a clock that starts, so you got to be out there for.
And then your leotard has like a wet spot in it.
If I got gray pants on or shorts on. And then I got
your Lululemons, like a bee stain.
Yeah, I got gray Lululemon fucking shorts. Eat a dick, dude. They're nice as fuck. Fucking. And then if I get a pee stain, I gotta take the water and I gotta splash the water on my shorts so it looks like it's just all sink water and not piss.
Like, dude, I leaned against the sink and somebody had water all over it.
I gotta tell this story. This happened to me last week. So I'm like doing side work for someone. I won't say their name. I go over to their office and the drain's clogged up in downstairs basement. There's poop on the floor. It's disgusting. Luckily, plumber gets over there pretty quick. He's like, snakes out both sides. And I'm like, what's the problem? So they can like limit. You got to tell them to switch to 1-ply. Really? Too much TP? Yeah. He's like, and a lot of poop coming through there. So I'm like, all right. So
is this like a heavy populated office?
No, 2 people in there. So I go up and I talk to the owner, who's a friend of mine's dad, and I'm like, listen, man, the dude said got to switch to 1-ply. He goes, all right, we could do that. He said there's like some poop. Hey, I never used that bathroom. I said, it's your office. I haven't shit here yet. So I'm like, okay, take it easy. He goes, you got to go talk to her. I'm like, what? He's like the secretary. Tell her about it. It ain't me. I haven't pooped here ever. So I got out there to explain to this like older woman that she's using too much toilet paper. And maybe like if she could anyway, she could like drop half the load at home, and then like the rest of the shipment. When
you need more grindage.
Yeah,
okay, more greens.
I was like, they're saying there's like a lot of poop and a lot of like toilet paper, so maybe like we can cut back on the both. And my friend's dad is just dying in the other room, like hearing me sound like a fucking idiot. And I'm like, dude, I felt terrible. This lady's like laughing at me. I'm like, I didn't know what to say, but it was very uncomfortable telling an older woman she shits too much and uses too much toilet paper.
No, when you told her, hey, why don't you drop half of that off at home,
yeah,
and then bring the other half here.
That's what I
Coming
started
in here with a full load.
Yeah, I was like, don't be coming in here with none of them California steamers. She was like, her little legs start moving around and shit. She was laughing.
So, yo, I laughed so bad I have to take a shit now.
Those Metamucil dumps.
Yeah,
she keeps it on
stop
tap.
that first one at home.
Yeah.
So then the remainder
Dude,
of it here.
Those Metamucil boys will, they'll fill a bowl, boy.
Oh man,
They'll fill a bowl.
The guy was was like, it's only a 3-inch pipe. I don't know what you guys want me to do
well,
down
dude,
here.
if you tell me to you gotta switch to 1-ply, like, no, bro, I'm not switching. Like, figure it
Right.
out.
So
like,
you're telling me I need new pipes?
yeah,
You're right. I got to
If
dig
I
the
gotta
whole
s-
basement
if
up.
I,
is what you're
if I
saying.
gotta switch to 1-ply, I'm digging the basement.
Right. If we gotta dig it up,
Yeah,
this
we
would be
gotta
the time to dig it up.
Yeah. I'm not going 1-ply, getting shit on my finger every day.
The funniest thing is he was like explaining to me, he's like, the reason you can tell there's too much toilet paper when it looks like oatmeal. See, that's kind of got like an oatmeal type of look to it.
I
I'm
hate
like,
when
oh.
people in their industry try to explain things. Like, guys, please fix it.
Yeah.
I believe you. I'm willing to pay the bill.
Yeah, right.
Just keep it moving.
Dude, I got a cousin that's a plumber, and his line all the time. Every time you seen him, every time he did any job, he'd be like, "Your shit is my bread and butter."
That's what they all say. Yeah,
that's great.
Hey boys, this is Emily in Westview. First, real quick, wanted to let you know that BJ's Warehouse doesn't card you at the door. You can go in and look around, see if they got your sports cards or your brand of peanut butter or whatever. I think you just pay a little more at the end.
Huh.
So check them out. Anyway, that's not why I called. My gear grinder is every time I interact with a business, I get an email about it the next day. You go to the dentist, come back. How's the dentist? Go to the bank. They want to know later, how's the bank? The bank was fine. How about this? I'll let you know if it's not fine. I'm sick of it. Sheets wants to know, how likely are you to stop at this Sheets again? It's 10. You know it, and I know it. Anyway, looking forward to the live show. Wanted to hype that because last time was super fun, and I want everybody to go out and get their tickets. I will see you there. Bye.
Thanks, Emily.
A fellow Westviewer.
Yeah.
Great call. That's
Let
so
us know how
much.
Jack's lights are.
That's
Yeah.
so money.
Well, let me make a couple adjustments. I'm going for the classic clean. Let me make an adjustment or two here. I gotta figure out the electric. Then you can
All right, give him
judge it.
3 days.
Give me 3 days.
She nailed that though. That's 100%. And like I get so many emails, but anything you do these days, you need to put in your email, and they want a review from it because then put those reviews up. Everyone wants a review. Every store you go into wants a review. Lowe's, Giant Eagle, Gecko, anything. They all want a review, and that's why they all want you to sign up for their little rewards programs and give you the emails so they send you the surveys. How'd they do?
Well, dude, people lose their mind on us at work. They fucking freak out.
You guys give my
Oh, yeah. And they fucking snap. Listen, it is annoying. I totally agree. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, but you don't even
What do you
have
mean
to
they
be
snap on you?
subscribed to something, dude.
Like
You
when
could
we
just
send
talk
when
about
we,
something.
When we send an email out like, hey, how was your experience? Give us a rating. Get me off this fucking email list.
Isn't there just a button to click to get off the
That's
email
all they
list?
got to do is unsubscribe.
Jeez.
Yeah, people get wound up, man. It is annoying. I agree.
Dude, I get surveys from this car dealership I haven't used in 10 years.
Yeah. You got to have a spam email.
Right.
You got to give them the junk email and keep
I
it
do
moving.
that, but now my real email's turning into an alternate burner
if it-
email. It's
if
like
it-
getting
if it-
over
if it
fucking.
gets infiltrated. Like it's easy.
I'm gonna have to go to a third one.
Yeah, Zebra had 20,000 emails.
They ain't getting me, dog. I can't read.
Yeah, I don't reply either. I'm up to 9,000.
I got 2,600.
It's hard to erase them all just because
Some of them I don't want to
if that
erase.
one's in there that I want.
Right, and instead of me
For that
like putting it
class
in a
action
folder,
lawsuit.
exactly. Got to save it.
Hey guys, Joey Welsh here.
Uh-oh.
Long time listener. You guys are just the best. All for you. Love you. Quick grinder with my brother. I didn't hear him mention. I'm only halfway through last week, but we went to visit him on Thanksgiving, and me and my daughter, before we went to my aunt's, I was like, "Hey, send me your address." Sends me his address. I just start driving, and he sends me to fucking Tarentum. He gives me directions too. He's 40 years old and can't send his own address. I repeat, he sent me to Tarentum.
Dude.
God love you guys.
Thanks, Joey.
It took Joe about an hour to get to my house on Thanksgiving.
I was say Westview and Tarentum.
He wasn't happy. In my defense, I gave him the street address and the zip code. What else do you need?
Yeah,
Obviously
the zip
more
code.
than
What
that.
else do you need?
He just
I-
put
The zip code's usually where the problem lies.
Right. And
What
I
happened?
dude, ask
He
Joe.
probably put in a street address. One popped up. He clicked
Yeah.
it, and then
He
it
jumped the
gets
gun.
around.
He jumped the gun. He
So it's his fault.
He didn't. Yeah, I agree with you, John.
If you have the zip code,
If
you got to
have
verify
the zip
it.
code, you got it. If I didn't send a zip code,
Right.
that's a whole different story. But
Yeah.
I sent the zip code, so like be an adult, figure it out.
I'm taking Joey's side on this one.
Nah, if you got the zip code, dude, I don't know. Because I've sent
Yeah,
addresses to guys before at work, like, meet me here. And there's like a bunch, there's always like another Winterburn street somewhere. But
Somewhere in the country.
if you send it to the wrong guy, they're going to end up in Greenfield.
They're going to end up in Ohio.
Yeah.
There's one in South Carolina.
Yeah, they'll call you half hour later, like, I don't think this is right. Dude, if you give them the address, if you give them the zip code, dude, that's all you need to do.
That's all you need. And then he had a punchline for his daughter to walk in with a big funny joke. Ha ha ha.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. You're 40 years old and you don't know how to send an address?
Hey, get her up on stage.
Hey there, fellas. Jason Auerbanks here. I got a gear grinder. It seems our boy Moneyline Welsh has an unexcused absence. I think that Kenny made it apparent that we all want, call-ins if you're not going to make the podcast. And Moneyline didn't do it. Didn't hear it last week. So look forward to hearing, maybe is there a punishment? Maybe is there a fine? I don't know. Maybe Kenny can speak on that. But, I think we at least deserve an apology. I think I made it clear I like when all four of you are there. And at least could do with a call-in next time. So let's hear it. Let judgment be had, boys. All right.
I think we need to make it abundantly clear to everybody that listens that we don't make any money on this podcast.
We come here out of the kindness of our hearts.
So I was on my deathbed, fucking felt like hell, couldn't move. Listen, I'll be the first to admit, I'm a sickly fella, dude. I get sick a lot.
Cursed.
My mom's. Well,
Some would say
Yeah.
we're working on it.
We're working on it. We're trying to reverse it. Unfortunately, that's not a podcast topic. But my mom is just very similar. Like, she gets sick like I get sick. We like, if there's bronchitis going around, we're going to get it. There's COVID going around, we're going to get it. If the flu's going around, we're going to get it. Fucking sucks, man. I was hurting. But yeah, dude. If I don't want to come, I won't come.
We'll have to answer to you or anybody
That's
else.
what I mean. Maybe when we start rolling in a couple ducats here, I'll feel a little worse about it. But like,
Then I'll get a note from my doctor.
Yeah. What did Kenny want us to call in the podcast and explain why we're not?
Yeah, call
we
him
wouldn't-
voicemail.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't breathe, man. Yeah, no, it's fucking Eagle Tits went missing last
That's
week.
what,
too.
yeah, we put the two and two together.
Yeah, we figured
You
it
said
out.
you guys were hanging out in your ice bucket.
Yeah, I
Getting
fucking,
TF.
Yeah,
TF
I
Eagle
listened to the first 15 minutes of the episode. You guys need to go to church, dude. What's wrong with you, motherfuckers, dude? Got me and Eagle Tits in my fucking cold plunge together, fucking titty fucking each other.
And the old feed
What's
truck.
wrong with you? Maybe you need to get a church,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, I didn't titty fuck you.
Yeah, I didn't fuck Eagle Tits.
This is the first time I've seen Eagle Tits in weeks.
I don't know. You both got COVID. You don't come in. I don't know. You tell me what happened.
You guys are all skinny now. And
I had
shit.
the flu.
Yeah.
All right,
That's what Magic said.
let's take a break.
All right, Mike, we'll take a quick commercial break. Be right
Age
back with
jokes are
Greenfield
funny.
Flies podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're worried about roofing, windows, siding, soffit, fascia, gutters, spouts, and need help with any of those, call Allen Construction, LLC, 412-954-8337. Whether it's a repair, replacement, they're equipped with the tools and the skills for over 65 years of experience. Remember, Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. And they're not on heroin. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just drove by your house, and your wall looks like a giant piece of shit. Well, you know that's no good, because anybody can climb up your yard and bang your old lady. That's why you need to call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. fully insured. And when someone pulls up to your house, make sure the first thing they see is your retaining wall, or the second thing they'll see is your wife's pussy. That's 412-889-4401. Just walls. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call SNL Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downspout, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quits sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Are you sick and tired of bullshit pizza? I knew I was. Thank God there's Capizzuto's Pizza on Greenfield Avenue. They've been in business for over 400 years, making some of Pittsburgh's finest pizza. 412-521-6570. Ask for Nubs and tell them Z-Bird sent you if you want the best pizza in the burg. Man, we've been getting some bad storms around here lately. Very bad. Tree actually fell through my roof. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. Luckily, I found Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service at 412-415-7331. They have over 27 years of experience, competitive pricing, and it won't break your budget. Give them a call today for all your tree-related needs. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Moneyline, who be corn dicking this week?
Our boy Joey B traded Brittney Griner for Victor Bout, Russian arms dealer, merchant of death. I think old Joe got rocked in this one, fellas. What do you think?
He should have got a couple draft picks. Something.
I didn't realize how many people they had of ours over there, and I'm like, people they had over there weren't like serious people. Like it was like a Marine. He was like a fucking should come.
He was arrested on espionage. The Marine was arrested on espionage.
Yeah, he got 16 years. They're not giving him up.
The teacher for marijuana, same thing. The teacher
and he's been
there
longer than Brittney Griner.
Yeah, the Oakmont, he's been there for a minute, right? And that was just a weed charge?
Just a weed charge.
So like,
oil, too. Same cartridge type
threw
shit.
him in at least, dude.
Even the espionage dude, it's still like you're giving up merchant of death. Like
the merchant of death was considered one of the most dangerous people on the planet.
Right.
Yeah,
he armed all them African wars.
Yeah, no, it's
he's done
some
a lot.
ugly shit. Yeah.
Like that movie probably had
and Russia is in the middle of a war, so I'm sure they're happy to get
against
this
Ukraine,
back.
who we're funding to fight against Russia, who we just gave them their fucking arms dealer back.
Yeah, if you're in the middle of a war and you're getting the merchant of death back, I'm sure that's a win.
That's a win.
It's a good trade. Hey, but the WNBA got their a star center back.
When's their season start?
I honestly couldn't tell.
No one in this fucking room could tell me.
Dude,
she doesn't know she's going to go back to basketball. She got on the hoop court and they said she dunked. Like, dude, is this a real fucking story? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Were they going to make a movie about it?
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, they'll make a shitty Netflix movie like that Kurt Warner movie they made. It was fucking horrendous.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. It was fucking brutal, dude. It was one of those flicks that you like turned on.
You can't turn it off.
And I'm like, wow, I can't believe like people spent money on this.
Right, but he's just a football player. We're talking about a fucking guy that's murdering
I'm
people.
glad, I'm glad she's back.
Yeah,
I felt bad she was in there.
So who gives a fuck?
No, it's a fucked up situation.
Dude, there's no way that you can say you're happy to see her back when you're giving a dude that has Americans' blood on their hands.
But just saying, I'm glad she's out of jail.
I'd rather have that dude Waylon back who fought for this country.
Yeah, but Joey B's in a tough spot.
Joey B's an idiot.
It's a win. You can't.
It's a win for people that will vote for him.
Yeah, it's a win for nobody but the fucking merchant of death.
The Russians, really.
He won.
Yeah, but he can't win in that situation. If he doesn't
Here's the problem, though.
Get her out, he gets heat. If he does,
any other person that travels over there
is gonna have a price on her head.
Snatch him up. It'll fucking put you in jail for some bullshit.
Don't go to Russia.
I'm not. Yeah. But maybe.
How simple is that?
It is pretty simple.
Or you could have just left her there and everybody stayed the same.
I'm saying at this point, traveling to Russia is not an option.
Yeah.
You deserve what you get.
At this point, if you head to Russia and you get jammed up, you're on your fucking
But there's
own.
still people. What if you got relatives?
Like, fucking
what if Misha goes over there to visit the old town?
He shouldn't.
Well, easy for you to say.
I don't think he has any plans.
No, he probably don't. Maybe.
Misha's like, no, dude, I meet them on neutral ground.
Yeah. Meeting like Key West or something.
Yeah, there's plenty of other places.
Alaska.
They all go to Florida anyway.
They call me Merchant of Goondust.
Yeah, that was a terrible trade by Joey B.
Ottawa Senators hockey player swings stick in anger He's sitting on the bench, swings his stick like he's sitting here, Z-Bird's there. He just fucking swings his stick this way, cracks his fucking teammate directly.
Dude,
in the
I don't know
mouth.
how he didn't fucking like knock his teeth out or something. Dude.
He might
He
have.
had to.
No, because the dude was like, I see he was
Maybe
like,
he caught his jaw.
well, he had a visor. That probably saved this mook, dude. He'd have broke his nose, lost a tooth or something.
It was to the point, like, you know, I've had my teeth knocked out multiple times that I couldn't even watch it because I just figured there was no teeth there. I was like,
it was brutal, dude. Like, you idiot.
What a
You're not the
fucking
last guy on
dickhead.
the bench, dude.
no. Yeah, right. Like, what are you doing?
You're swinging at the bar to break your stick because you're angry. There's a dude
There's
next
a
to you.
fella next to you.
Yeah, your teammate. You
Just
piece
took his
of
whole,
shit.
just knocked out all of his furniture.
He's in concussion protocol.
For sure.
What a crybaby move.
Did you?
Yeah,
Have you
absolutely.
ever got like friendly fire and like by a teammate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking dude threw the ball from the outfield way off. Fucking one hopped in the dugout, smashed me in the ear.
Who was it?
I can't remember his name. He's a big dude, lefty. I can't. Yeah, he was an older dude. I remember I was just like, dude, that fucking hurt.
Dude,
Do you ever get drilled directly in the ear and it's just like,
Yeah.
It's such a ring that like,
Yeah.
ugh. That's like getting hit with like when dudes used to throw rocks or like pennies off your
Yeah,
football
that wasn't
helmet.
funny either.
No, that wasn't.
That
fun.
was brutal.
Why do we do that to each other?
Just to beat every generation.
remember
I think,
they
tortured
would,
each other.
they aerate the field and there'd be like them little
Those turds.
And then
little
you just
turds.
fire
That
them
was
up.
all. I don't even think we practiced at all. We just
No,
threw
it's
them
a
at each
giant
other the whole
fucking-
time.
And if you
Turd
got,
fight.
if you hit it just right and it exploded in your helmet, it was literally
Yeah.
like being inside a bell.
Yeah, and it would get in your ear
Yeah.
hole and your dirt would be all fucking full of your ear would
sweating
be full
mud.
of dirt.
I remember playing in Davis played like 1 year of Pony League, and I remember something bad happened. He came in, fucking fired a ball off the ground and fucking hit me right in the eye. And I'm like, what the fuck is
Is
going
that when he got
on?
thrown out of the game? He was trying to beam somebody
Yeah, that might have been all in the same.
and he got
situ-
thrown out.
He fired the ball and hit me in the eye, and I'm fucking like, everyone's like around me, like, you okay? And then Davis was like, he was just like, worst day ever.
Oh yeah, my eyes swollen shut, dude. How about that?
It was an all-star game. You know, all-star game, everybody plays different positions. So I'm playing second, never played infield. Never played second. I always like caught. So Andy's catching, coming down. I'm like away from the bag. He throws like a wild, coming down practice throw. He throws a wild throw. I'm not paying attention, dude. It hits me right square in my fucking eyeball. I woke up in right field.
Is this intentional? Like
I
Denny?
don't think.
A little bit.
I mean, who knows? Yeah, he was a pretty big
Maybe.
dickhead.
Yeah, Rennie Shantz, I think, did that to me. We were like, everybody's warming up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's just soft tops and warming up. All of a sudden, the ball hit me in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty,
Baseball to the face hurts, man.
yeah, it like cracked me right below my eye. And, like, I didn't get knocked out, and like he might have chuckled about it. I think he meant to do it. No, I look back.
I'll tell you
on
what
it.
hurts the face, a punch to the face. It's probably my Andy Tenny Beaner's Tenny punched me in the face for scoring a touchdown Madden. Last time I ever played with him, talk about friendly fire, we were having a good time.
Yeah,
Just fucking
the middle of video.
fucking
Dude,
socked
video.
the fuck out of me, dude.
Video game wars were fucking people.
It usually be a wrestling match.
Yeah.
You know, I can handle the wrestling.
That's
The punching,
true.
I'm like, dude, Jesus
It's
Christ.
hard to control your emotion at that age, dude. You,
Yeah.
you fuck up on a video game. Next thing you know,
Especially
dudes
when
are
you know
snapping
you
out.
lose, you got hours before it's your turn
Down
again.
at
dude.
Denordo's, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to give up them sticks, you're done.
We had a girl that slept with some other guy after another guy was warming her up all night.
Yeah.
So I'll just read this whole thing real quick. So I've gotten to know this one girl from my school the last couple of months. She has always seemed interested in me, but I never really made the big move. Last week we were at a party and things went really well. We ended up dancing and kissing for the better part of the night. And we were just about to sleep together, but we couldn't find an empty room. So we ended up talking on the sofa for some time before she went to sleep, or so she told me. After this event, she has been quiet and cold and distant, not showing me any signs of attraction or interest anymore. A friend of hers also told me that she had slept with another guy later that night after we couldn't find an empty room. This hurt quite a bit. By no means do I expect any exclusivity, but we just have gotten to know each other. But after complimenting me all night and having so much fun together to just immediately throw it away and sleep with someone else, I truly felt like she, just as myself, we were just really enjoying our time together. What are your thoughts on this? I think you're a fucking pussy, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you didn't pull the trigger.
Fuck her
and some
friend.
other
Yeah.
dude did.
What do you need a room
What do you mean
for,
you were
dude?
talking on the couch? Where was
Well,
this
You
couch?
should have been banging on the
They were
couch,
house
pal.
party.
Yeah, so
Oh.
like they were fucking dancing and kissing all night. Tried to go to find a room to bang. Couldn't find a room, so they went on the couch. There must have still been people there, so like they couldn't really fuck or whatever. Bro, When you need to find a place to fuck, you find a place to fuck.
There's garages.
There's garages.
Yeah, there's outside,
cars
yeah.
outside. There's just outside.
Some other I would love to know where the
There's
other dude plowed her at.
He might
Probably in a hallway.
in his room.
Dude.
Probably his ass.
Probably on top of the grill outside.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
a man.
You could tell this girl's not enough for anything
Yeah,
if she's
yeah.
about to bang this loser.
She got on top of it. She got on top of her Subaru and just like, come on in, boys.
Yeah.
Fucking, I bet she fucked
That,
more than one
that
dude.
loser downstairs warmed me up all night.
This guy wouldn't pull the
I'm-
trigger.
I'm ready to go.
Right.
Her friend was like, yeah, she fucked one guy outside, but then the other 6 were in the basement.
Yeah.
If anything, that should be a
That's what
sign
it-
from her friend. Like, fuck the friend. If she told you,
Yeah.
she might want to fuck you. But get her before she fucks someone else.
Well, this dude's a virgin, obviously.
Yeah, he's
but he's
a little trigger shy.
Yeah, the comments were brutal. Like, bro,
they had to kill him.
Leave it alone. You known him for 72 hours, and it's almost like he's gonna end up on 48 hours. And then like it was just like they were brutal.
Yeah.
It always like blows my mind when these nerds like think like they like these girls and they have so much like expectation for them, and like in reality like they're just streetwalkers.
Like she's drunk, she's trying to get plugged, dude.
They both took some Adderalls, had some beers, were having a good time.
Right.
You're at
Guess
a
what?
house party.
Yeah,
People are looking for some dick at house parties.
Yeah, she was looking, but she wasn't cooking.
Speaking of house parties, Airbnb bans one-night bookings over the New Year's to prevent parties. Shut up, Airbnb.
Yeah.
I'm so over Airbnb, it's crazy. I'm such a hotel guy over Airbnb. It's nuts, dude. Airbnb got all these cleaning fees, these other bullshit fees, these taxes. You got to fucking all these chores you have to do while you're there and before you leave. Eat a dick.
Yeah.
Just give me a fucking nice hotel, or not even that nice. Just give me a hotel that has it's clean.
Yeah.
And like I'll take that any day over the week. Airbnb's ego is way too high.
Yeah.
They need to be brought down a few
They
notches.
shot out of nowhere to like
Yeah.
thinking they're the best. And for a long time I was a big Airbnb guy because sometimes
It
you
was
get a better
reasonable.
deal.
Yeah.
But now like you said, the restrictions, you gotta clean this, I gotta do this, I gotta wash the sheets, I gotta put the towels in. Like
Yeah, you got to do all this shit, and then they're still hitting you with a $500 cleaning
then I gotta
fee.
pay some asshole to come clean. Like, come on, guys.
And the fucked up thing is that those fees aren't even distributed to the homeowner. I don't think. I think they get a chunk of them fees.
Dude, I'm honestly, I think that it used to be like homeowners own. Now it's more like rental companies that own a bunch of houses that pretend like it's this lady that owns the fucking house,
Yeah.
and she's just a lady from
Look,
HR
we did
or
the
whatever.
comedy show, you know what I mean? They had an Airbnb.
Who?
Remember we did the live podcast that
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
that
had
was
an
Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Dude, could you imagine if Airbnbs were around when we were like young in high school?
Yeah, we rented them and destroyed them.
Destroyed them.
Just like the Palace Inn.
Just like the Palace Inn.
Now it's laying in a pile of rubble.
We would
Now
have,
it's a hospital.
They had to rip it down.
we would have had somebody's older brother vouch for us, got us in.
No, it would have been some girl from the Square Hill that fucking had put it on their dad's credit card.
Something, yeah.
And we would have fucking torched that place.
Yep,
So
would have been a good time.
Keep
It
them
would-
out
I
on
know, it
New
would've
Year's
been
Eve,
sick.
but they'll be fucking it up to all 2023.
There's a 42-year-old football. There's a 42-year-old playing 12-year-old football. Did you guys see this?
I
dude?
seen that. There's no way that dude's a 12 and under.
Dude, he looked like he was 36 for real.
He had 3 kids.
100%. He looked like he's 36. So I like definitely watched a bunch of videos on him today. So that dude's mom came out. Their neighbors came out and spoke for him. Kids in his school spoke for him. They said that tattoo that they seen on his arm, it was like a stick on. They were like, they said he's 12 years old, and like the mom pulled out the birth certificate.
He has an
and everything.
amazing mustache.
Really good mustache.
He looks like he definitely looks like he's 30 years old. But everyone's talking about it. You
You could
can't-
have a mustache at 12.
Dude,
No,
what did you
this
get in
is-
Beijing?
You could have them.
Did you see him, John?
I did see them. You remember playing against Lamar Marshall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you when we were 12. You
There
had a
was-
pretty sweet mustache, but
Lamar
this dude,
Marshall.
this
was
dude looks like a grown
man.
man.
We played for what? Oliver, right?
Yeah.
Mount Oliver.
Yeah.
Not all over.
We go to tackle him. You had the hairiest leg. I mean, so did I.
Right. This dude looks like a
no
grown
one
ass
thought you were
motherfucker.
30 years old.
No,
John, when
right.
you were
The guy
12.
wasn't built like a brick
Yeah,
shit
right.
house like these dudes
I mean,
were.
this dude won MVP.
He
for
had
12
gray
years.
hair.
He looks like somebody's uncle.
He does. I've seen him. It is funny.
If he's really 12, I actually feel bad for him.
The funniest
He's aging.
He's gonna be dead in like 20
The
years.
comments were great. It was like, oh, I seen dude at the KOD. I seen dude at KOD yesterday. He didn't even say he had a game today. All right, player. And someone was like, oh, he was down Magic City, making it rain. Never said shit. Congratulations, youngin. And I Like, man, he went to prom with my wife in '79.
That's my dad.
Dudes, then they started showing other kids on this video that were enormous, that were like 14, which I get. But like, some of these kids are so enormous, and like they've already gotten offered scholarships like Alabama and shit. You know what I mean? But like, this kid, I don't know. Like,
I don't believe he's 12 and under.
He was just holding that trophy and it said 12 and under. It was just so funny looking.
He had a pack of Newports rolled up in his sleeve and shit.
But his family's like coming out like, man, dude's only 12.
That's nuts. Drake made a new necklace called it like 42 engagement rings or some shit because it's made out of 42 engagement rings because he wanted to propose to 42 different women. Come on, Drake.
Yeah.
You bought 42 engagement rings because you thought you were going to propose to 42 women. That's so many chicks. I like Drake's music, but like Drake, he's just nerd. He's just nerd. He does some nerdy shit sometimes.
He's a nerd.
Could have kept the first one. It just held on to
and
it.
held on to it. Right.
I don't get it.
He probably was never even close to getting engaged at all.
I think maybe Rihanna, but who knows?
Oh, he dated Rihanna?
Yeah, he did for a minute. But yeah, it's just like, dude, 42 engagement rings, buddy. Dude, you're rich, dude. We get it. You're super duper rich.
How much do you think that you figure you bought an engagement ring recently?
So have you?
No, I'm saying how many do you think? How much do you think this chain is worth?
I mean, the one I bought and the one that Drake bought.
I'm saying for 42. I mean, average. You're thinking average each one's probably 3 carats.
Yeah,
I can't do the math.
40,000
That's probably like
ring?
a $200,000 necklace.
More, yeah, probably more than that.
More than that,
1.6
for
million.
sure.
If you do 40,000 a ring at 42, it's 1.6 million.
All right.
I love when we do math on here because there's always a comment underneath, and it's always so wrong.
I'm going with that.
All right.
I'm with you, Mike.
Yeah. Woman is suing TGI Fridays because their mozzarella sticks don't have mozzarella in them. Put mozzarella in the fucking
was
mozzarella
provolone.
stick.
Right? That's what she said. It was provolone cheese,
I
not
always thought it was
mozzarella
provolone
cheese.
sticks.
Oh, yeah. Is it? Why
Well, no, they advertised it as a mozzarella stick,
but it's
it
provolone.
was provolone cheese.
Dude, I feel like there was a big changeover because it was definitely provolone sticks for when we were
provolone
younger.
sticks are all right. This
And
is some nerdy
then they
shit.
turned over to mozzarella sticks.
Because mozzarella melts too much and it's too stringy.
Yeah.
It'll end up in your fucking fryer.
I like provolone
sticks
sticks
together
better.
a little bit and it has the stretch still, but it's a
Right.
little solid.
Yeah.
The mozzarella, it's gonna destroy your fucking deep fryer.
Yeah, forget about it.
Why not just call them provolone sticks then?
I don't know,
Let's call them
Jack.
cheese sticks.
Yeah.
Let's keep it
Yeah.
vague.
Yeah. Generalities.
Call them cheese sticks. Every problem solved. You just
Cheese
gotta stick
wedge.
cheese in
Fried
there.
cheese. Who
Do
wants
you
some fried
think
cheese?
do you think she got a legitimate case?
I don't know, but that is amazing. I forgot like provolone sticks used to be like they were the thing before mozzarella sticks. There was a big rebrand that like I totally forgot about.
Yeah.
Like when you ordered at the pop stand per se, like
Yeah.
when you ordered you went and you ordered like, hey, can I get 5? That was a big deal when Hammer got fucking provolone sticks.
Yeah, it was.
a big fucking deal. They were fire.
I love a good
So do I
provolone
when it's
stick,
just
too.
melted just right.
Yeah.
I like it when it got the shell and then you break into it and it's just like a
Gooey,
lava
ooey,
of
gooey.
fucking cheese.
The big Jims.
The worst is when you bite into one and it's just hollow.
It's
There's no cheese.
Yeah,
I
it's-
like. I hate when
that's
the, I hate when the
mozzarella
cheese.
stick there.
I don't like when the cheese hardens back up and you're like, damn it.
Yeah, you can't let them sit.
You a fan of the like the moon?
The wedges.
Oh,
The
those
wedge,
those
the moons are
best.
good, but
Yeah.
if they're too
The
thin,
moons,
it don't do nothing for
Yeah,
me.
you gotta watch yourself on a moon though, 'cause you could choke like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, because that like the
cheese
string keeps coming.
starts sliding. What do you go marinara? You go ranch? You go
Marinara. Gotta
yeah.
go marinara.
Haas
The worst was
marinara.
like the worst is my mom used to buy fucking the giant bag of fucking cheese sticks at fucking Costco or Sam's or whatever it was, but she never bought the marinara, so it was just always ketchup, man. Just ghetto.
Well, if you
slop.
had, the good
Yeah,
ones,
ketchup will
there was
do.
like little packets in there, but like you
Yeah,
needed
they
3 of them per sitting. So by the time you get to the bottom of the case, there was no sauce left.
Chick wears a dress to a funeral that was pretty much a stripper dress. I mean, I've been pretty clear on this show how I feel about funeral attire. My funeral is going to have a dress code. Don't come after work. Don't wear your work boots. Don't wear fucking jeans. None of that shit. This dress was completely unacceptable.
Was it?
Yeah, dude, it was seriously
You want
like
to see a picture, Chance?
yeah,
I do.
It was well, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a stripper dress before they take it off and put their titties in your face.
Was
That's
she
what
on
it
her
was.
way to work?
She was on her way to a funeral.
I mean, the funeral, then maybe she had a couple dances.
She had
to
a
do later.
gig later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
it
she
might
might have been
be a
working the
client.
afternoon shift.
Maybe that's what he liked. Maybe he told her like, listen,
Our mother,
wear that
his
little
mother's
thing.
gonna be there, dude. My mom would sock a bitch. She does some shit like that at my funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people
Mama
get asked
Schultz
to leave
gets
funerals
angry.
all the time.
For sure.
It happens.
For sure.
A lot of feuds.
A lot of feuds at funerals. Sadness brings out the worst. Our one boy is a mortician. He like fucking embalms bodies and all that shit. Works at a funeral home, and he was bitching about people farting crop dust in funeral homes all the time. That's a good place to fart. You know, you gotta fart out that sadness, dude. And like you could move around the funeral home and do some farting.
No, 'cause there's so many
Because then you
people.
can just walk outside too, and then you just stunk up the whole place. It's great. It's a good place. That's why once he said it, I thought about it. I was like, man, I really enjoy farting at funeral homes.
You get caught in a long conversation you really didn't expect to be in.
Well,
You gotta let it rip.
Yeah, then you just do a little circle and boom, you're outside, and everyone's like, oh my
So
god.
many other culprits. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
could
Yeah,
be-
you can't. No one can pin it on you.
There's
you
too
know?
many people. There's old people there. You know, they can't control their farts.
Yeah.
It's a perfect crime,
Flatulent.
actually.
Yeah.
Like, I think Phil might have incontinence.
Yeah.
He got one of those bags. It's leaking. It's leaking. The bag's leaking.
Oh man, I had to go to the funeral home with a bag.
A
That shit-
leaky bag.
Yeah, that shit was not fun, dude. I like bent down. I was like, nope. I actually had to be a pallbearer with a bag, dude. It was fucking. Want to talk about risky business, dude?
Yeah.
I was a nervous wreck.
Couldn't sit that one out.
No, I was supposed to sit that one out. My brother was late as fuck, and like.
What was he at? Wrong directions again?
Yeah, that's what I mean. This guy can't
Yeah,
get
he don't
anywhere.
know where he's going.
He don't know where he is.
Yeah.
I hope you don't go to fire.
Right,
dude.
I hope
You
you
can
find a
find the
fire.
fucking
Yeah,
place.
Fuck. But Joe was super late, and they're like, hey, like, you got to do it. And, like, I'm not sure that part of the family knew, you know? So I was like, but I was still, like, I looked very ill, you know? I was like, okay. I couldn't say no. My, like, great uncle's, like, wife asked me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just had to suck it up. And it was scary. I had a white shirt on, you know what I mean? A suit. It could have been a disaster.
It was shit or miss.
It was shit or miss, dude. But it went okay. Lady tattooed her eyeballs purple and blue, and you'll never guess what happened. She's going blind,
Oh, poor thing.
dude. It's nutty looking. Did you see her?
We talked about this last week.
Oh, you talked about it last week. All right, well, I'll go fuck myself. You did tell me that.
Yeah, I did.
I should have scratched it out. Brother in arms, T.I. snitched on his dead cousin to get out of all of his gun charges. So T.I. got jammed up back in the day, had all these gun charges. No one really knew how he got out of it. They just like kind of figured he snitched. His cousin died, got shot or some shit like that. His lawyer told him like, hey, if you say all this shit was his, because he was like implemented in the charges as well. He's like, if you say it's him, this kind of all
He
goes.
put it all in his Cody.
Yeah, and it kind of all goes away. And T.I. said he talked to his cousin that night.
Before he killed
His
him.
dead cousin, yeah. Talked to his dead cousin that night, and his cousin was like, man, I'll take every charge that you have. And that's all T.I. had to hear. T.I. snitched on him and got out of all of his charges.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah,
Makes
his-
sense.
His cousin's not in jail either.
He's no
so-
worse for the wear.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, I'll tell ya.
T.I.'s out to lunch, man.
He is out to lunch, and he keeps getting a microphone put in front of him.
Yeah,
to not rap.
He tried. He
He
tried.
was doing stand
He
up for a
tried
while.
to stand up. It's
That
not
was
going
rough.
well. Now he made the next step. He has a podcast. You know, there's a lot of shitty podcasts out there, and it's making it really hard for us to break through. Big Ben's podcast is so fucking bad. It's crazy, dude.
Is it bad?
Oh, it's brutal.
I've heard
dude.
that
He
from
can't
multiple-
talk. He's a big fucking idiot, and he just sounds
They
like a
always
moron.
got sound bites from it.
Yeah, it's easy. We get sound bites, Sean. We
I
can make
know.
clips. You know what I mean? Anybody can put a clip together. They're not good clips. There's not been one like, oh man, Ben's really funny there. Big fat dumb idiot. Go away.
That's a clip right there, Larry.
Yeah, clip that. Big fat dumb idiot Ben taking all our fucking views.
Yeah,
Sick
we don't
of it.
need that.
No, we don't need it. If you don't got enough money, dude, go do something. Golf.
Golf, yeah. What are you doing?
Move to Florida. Get out of
See
here.
ya.
Get the fuck out of here.
Winter's coming.
Yeah. Really grinding my gears the other day when I saw it. And then I look at the views. I'm like, wow, people are watching this bullshit too.
Well, it's just his,
It's
'cause
that
his
it's that
name.
Steeler interconnection,
Dude,
interwebbing.
the Steeler cult
Subculture.
community is something fucking else,
Yeah.
dude. I'm like stuck on their Twitter and I can't get out of it, and it creeps me the fuck out. Joe Rogan accused The Rock of doing juice, and he wants him to come clean. The Rock, this is an anti-Rock podcast. The Rock needs to come clean.
Why does he want him to come clean? Like
'Cause
people don't know.
The Liver King got jammed up, and the Liver King was promoting all the like healthy benefits of eating liver and animal balls, and he sells all these supplements, and he was making a fucking $1 million in selling these supplements. And The Rock kind of does the same fucking thing. Like, if you do this, you do that, you look like me. Like, no, bro, you're juiced out of your fucking
Absolutely.
tree. And Rogan is too, but at least Rogan admits it.
Yeah.
So like, just say you're doing fucking tests and shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know.
Now I do agree with that. To say you're doing tests instead of pushing these get jacked quick pills.
Well, push the steroids then.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
Well, they're
here's
still
what I
illegal.
do. Here's how you're. Well,
Kinda.
there's got to be a way around that. To tell them to take enough, not too much. Tell them what the right dose is.
Or go to your doctor. Like, here's who I seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'd be like, hey, man, I spend fucking $50,000 a month on steroids. Like, oh, fuck. Well, I don't have that much money to spend on steroids. If I did, I'd look like The Rock, but I can't. So, like, at least some
Right.
poor kids in
Is that how much they spend? Why is it so fucking much money?
The Liver King was spending, I think he was spending 12 to 15 grand a month or some shit like
what
that.
specialty shit
Well,
is
there
this?
has to. There's so many levels. Like, the
Dude,
shit
his
that gets you
list was
big,
like this long.
the shit that cuts
Yeah,
you up.
He was stacking it on
Yeah,
stacking.
the shit
I mean,
that
you've seen
cuts
that,
you.
dude. He was fucking...
Yeah.
shit
That's
for
the-
all parts
dude,
of your body.
Yeah, you can't naturally look like that.
Well, I'm aware of that. I thought
Yes,
there was
you can.
like one regular steroid. I didn't know you had to use like 17
Yeah, I didn't know there was
different
multiple
steroids.
levels.
Yeah, you got one to cut out,
You
one
need
to bulk
you
up.
need the HGH, you
HGH
need the
test,
test.
Steve.
Yeah, one to make sure your nipples don't fall off. Like all
You
kinds
need
of
to
shit.
cut that with some
HGH
estrogen.
is probably the most expensive one.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mickey Mantle blowjob questionnaire finally sells, and it's sold for $250K, and that doesn't seem like it was enough.
No.
That questionnaire was such fucking gold. We talked about it a few weeks ago, and like it was trying to like they said it was like on sale for $1,000, or like
It's
the starting
open
bid.
with 1,000.
The starting bid was $1,000. It got all the way up to $250 and finally sold. I don't know. But
I think it's fucking. I mean, the best line.
if you're
in
super rich, that's a sweet thing to have in your man cave.
Yeah.
It,
Be like, hey, look at this.
Mickey,
Yeah, you have a light on it and it's sitting there.
right.
Yeah.
the greatest line is it when he says, "Then she asked me, what am I supposed to do with the cum?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm not a cocksucker."
Right.
That's
Yeah,
all.
the whole
Mickey
thing's
Mantle.
great.
That's his goal.
Your
Yeah.
boys would be wanting to get pictures in front of it.
Yeah.
For sure. Get all fucked up and just read it and laugh. Love to have that thing. Kind of do. You got a screenshot of it on your phone. What's the difference? You don't have to pay $250 for it. I
Yeah,
guess.
right.
Screenshot it and put it on
It's
your
a
wall.
heavy
Yeah, and then
flex.
just print it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Roll it up and just do a big old gangster with it. You know what I mean?
Good news, boys. Influencers say tramp stamps are back, and not only are they back, they are no longer trashy.
Since when?
So 2022, right now.
Oh,
An
since today.
influencer
There's no
just-
way they're coming back.
I don't know.
I think the new
dude.
tramp stamp, in my opinion, is the one on the back of the thighs.
That is not a.
That's a stripper tattoo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's
The
not.
bows.
That's not a flattering spot.
You mean
to-
the bows?
Yeah,
two
the bows.
That's a stripper escort.
I thought that'd be like the new
like the
new thing. No,
no, I don't see. I don't see too many of them. I don't think. Do you?
yeah, I mean, sometimes.
What are you?
Yeah. Where
What are
you
you looking
where you
at?
been hanging at? On the cricket?
Yeah, I mean,
They're way
that's just people
classier
out
than
in
that.
public.
I
You
don't
been to
know.
a public pool lately?
No.
Well, that's where they're at.
No, I haven't been to a public pool in a minute.
In Ocean City, Maryland? No.
I see a lot of like paragraphs on the ribs.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a big
Z-Bird
thing.
got that on his back.
yeah, but I was an OG. I was in it was a halfway house tattoo.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big hot girl tattoo, like a cursive paragraph on your
A Bible
on your
verse.
Bible
ribs.
verse, yeah.
Yeah.
When they never read the
Or
Bible.
or a quote from a movie.
Yeah.
Never look back, girl. You're gonna make it. And they all go. She's just a small time girl living in a lonely world.
Did you hear that blonde actress got stabbed?
Ooh.
Is this a
Reese-
joke?
Reese something?
Reese Witherspoon?
With a knife.
That was terrible. That was so terrible.
Oh, with her spoon.
You've been watching. You follow dad jokes?
Dude, Ryan Whitney said that, and I saw it, and like, oh fuck, I cracked up laughing. I thought that was so fucking.
I can't believe it took me like more than 10 seconds to figure it out.
You walked right
Yeah, I
into that
did.
fucking thing.
He didn't get it after we laughed at it.
Yeah. Yep, nope, with a knife. You can use that on stage if you want.
Yeah. I got a big show coming up. I'm waiting.
Oh, fuck. I was going to save that for the live show, but I couldn't contain myself right there. I saw an opening, and I fucking had to go.
Don't give all the goods away.
Save that for the Patreon.
Russian man attempts to rob a nail salon, and we had a crazy Russian lady, fucking badass Russian lady. So a Russian man attempted to rob hair salon in 2014. However, the plot took an unexpected turn when Olga Zajac, the owner of the salon, overpowered him, tied him up. Then she force-fed him Viagra up for 3 days and used him as a sex slave.
That just sounds like a plot to a porno.
It really does. I find that it's hard to believe that's true, because if it was true, I feel like that'd be like a movie.
Do we all not have a picture of Olga in our heads right now?
No, Olga's hot.
She's
Nah.
hot.
Yeah, no, Olga's hot.
I'm
Here,
about to
look.
rob her salon.
Yeah,
Hey, why it took so long for this story to get out?
I
2014?
don't know. But
She
yeah,
just let
Olga's
him
hot.
get away.
She's attractive. I mean,
She's like, you want to rub me? I will
She
rub your
for-
dick.
Yeah, I'll rub all your. Maybe she wanted to rub all your cum.
She's like, I will take old semen.
yeah, maybe she wanted to get pregnant or something and just fucking saw
saw her
an
opening.
opportunity.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want this money? Well, I'm about to get that semen.
Dude,
Just-
force-fed Viagra, a boner for 3 days, he being like fucking.
That's painful.
Raped. That's rough.
Eventually, you're just gonna fucking pass out.
There's the skin. There's gonna be zero skin left on
You
your
think
leg.
she untied him and was like, you are free to go? He's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
He just crawled out of there. Like,
He's like, I'm going to stay here. He's like, bring me some orange juice.
Yeah.
Rapper accidentally had $515,000 deposited into his account. An Australian couple was trying to buy a home. They put in the wrong account number, went into this rapper's account. He said he woke up and had $515 in his account. He spent all the money, spent it on gold bars, clothes, and makeup. He's getting 18 months in jail.
18 months for fucking, what was it?
for half
500?
Yeah. So that's my question. Is $515 worth 18 months?
Where's he in jail at? Australia or
somewhere.
America?
No, Australia, I think.
I don't know how the prisons are
Me
there.
either. And they didn't say about him having to pay any of it back either.
That's what I want to know.
I'll take the
Yeah.
18.
If you're paying it back, then no.
It takes me a lot longer than 18 months to make $500,000 fucking dollars,
Sure,
right?
believe it or not. Yeah.
For sure.
So I'll take the 18 months.
Yeah,
As opposed to paying it back.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I
100%.
mean.
for sure. There's a similar story. There's one of our friend's dad worked at Heinz Field, and he woke up with an extra, like, I want to say $80,000 in his account that wasn't supposed to be there, and it was from Heinz Field. And he was like, fucking, he woke up and he saw it, and he spent a majority of the fucking money. And then he got called in. And they're like, "Hey, we accidentally paid you. We just noticed it. Like, do you have the money to pay it back?" And he was like, "What do you mean you accidentally paid me? You told me, you told me I was getting overtime." He worked like a Rolling Stones like overtime concert, and he was like, "I just thought that was the
80 grand, that's
80 grand was
beautiful.
the overtime payment." And then he didn't get in trouble for it. He did have like a judge like ruled that he had to give like a certain percentage of it back, but it was nowhere close to $80,000.
So he
Did
made
he keep
out.
his job?
No, definitely didn't keep his job.
No.
Fuck that.
Definitely
Fuck
got
the
fired.
job.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Yeah, if you know you could blow through some, if you ever find out some money, the chances are you probably have to pay a little bit back, or you might
Hey,
go to jail for 18 months.
What they say, it's always better to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Yeah. Bare knuckle fighter Tay Emery says she's the chick that when she wins the fight, she jumps up on the top and takes her top off and flashes the crowd.
Yeah.
She has another fight coming up, and she said if she wins, she plans on doing the same thing. She doesn't give a fuck about the fine, so she can't help herself. So she gets so excited, she just rips off of the fucking top of her shirt and wants to show her tits, which I get. Because, like, once I have a few whiskeys and I'm out and the jam comes on, I want to pop my top off as well.
Yeah.
So,
Two
I don't
peas
know.
in a pod.
Yeah, I get it.
What's her yams looking like? She got nice,
Not kind of like mine.
they're like
Very
small,
muscular.
yeah, it's nothing
Hairy
great.
and muscular.
couple hairs, few
Yeah,
freckles.
nothing.
You see that one chick that was just that fight, that UFC fight, two blondes? The one chick would look a little manly. The other one was she looked like a stripper.
No, I didn't see it.
Like,
I would have liked that.
yeah. Ebony something. She's like Australian. Hot.
Hot. Well, I hope she dumps her milkers out too, surely.
Yeah.
You don't even have to hope for it. She weighed in like lingerie.
Oh, wow.
Go nude for the extra ounces.
All right. Let's take a break.
All right, baby. Take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're in the real estate market right now, if you're buying, selling, looking for someone to be a property manager, I know just the people. Carlson & Associates, located in the heart of Pittsburgh, Southside. Carlson & Associates, not just known in the Southside, they're known all over the Pittsburgh area, and they're great at commercial and residential, and they've got you covered. Call 412-431-1718 or visit their website at casouthside.com. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're looking to go out this week, if you're a guy or a girl and you're looking for something to do and you and your friends want to go out, why don't you check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Not only do they got some of the best drinks in the world, they got over 100 craft beers, and they absolutely have some of the best food in all of Southside. So check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street if you want to go out and you want to have some good food and you want to fuck. I don't know about you, but shit's always breaking around my house, whether it's my washer, whether it's my dryer, whether it's my stove, whether it's my fridge. Something's always breaking. I used to have a handyman, but you can't rely on anyone nowadays until I find Primetime Appliance. 412-896-1395. They fix TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, and everything more. These are the guys that call, and they get the job done right. That's Primetime Appliance. 412-896-1395. And tell them you heard it on Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? You looking for a fun night out in the South Side, but you don't want to get punched in your face? Neither do I. That's why I'm going down Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. You want to go somewhere, have a beer, hang out with some people, see some hot chicks or some hot dudes, but you don't want to get punched in your fucking face? Well, go down Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. Have a good time and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump in what's grinding our gears. Obviously, Jack's being a little baby right now, and we got into an argument. So whatever's grinding his gears, he can totally go fuck himself out in the hallway. I honestly do not give a fuck anymore. Johnny, what's grinding them gears?
Shit, dude. After that, dude, give me a second to get my bearings back. Let me check my list of gear grinders.
You got a list written down?
There's many. Okay. So I understand tipping is a big deal. For pickup orders, it's like a new thing. You go to tip, and I usually do.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You don't really know how this pickup order is going to go down usually until you get home.
It's a valid point.
You know, if I'm sitting at dinner, I know how this waiter is. All right, everything went smooth. Give him the 20, 25%, whatever.
Yeah.
If it's a good night, you know. Dude, like I went to pick up food the other night. It wasn't ready yet here. You can pay for it now. Okay, fine. I got a tip right now, too.
Right.
Half hour goes by. I'm still standing in the restaurant, and my food isn't up.
Like, I want half of that
Let
tip
me
back.
ask you something. How? No,
10%.
On a pickup.
On a
you're saying
pickup,
10.
10%.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
sometimes
you didn't do nothing. You know?
you don't do nothing, but you put my food together. You're going to do that together?
No,
All
no.
right. Joanna, I was in the service industry. Fine. I'll tip.
Yeah.
That's fine. But then when you tip and then you get screwed over, I'm like, I just gave you money for nothing.
You can't get that back.
I can't get it back. Or at least, yeah, like how do I know
You should.
everything is
So you'll have
all
a good like server that will get you on a takeout that will stand there and go through everything like you ordered. Here's everything you ordered, and she'll go through everything with you. That's a good one. You earned your money because I know that I'm going home with everything I have.
I think the move.
I'll give you the tip.
I think the move could be going forward with a situation like that. If you go to pick up your food and they'll say, "Oh, it's not ready yet." Say, "Okay, you know what? Let me grab my card. I'll pay for it whenever it's." I remember I left my car out there. As soon as it's ready, I'll pay for it.
right. Or let me tip you after I get home and eat it.
Right. Or at least
Because you know why? Because I waited. Something was off in the kitchen, all right?
Yeah.
So, of course, my food's always the one that gets fucked up.
Yeah.
So my burger was freezing cold. So my burger must have been ready. Then everything else.
And nothing else was,
Nothing
right.
else was. They come back. It's like, it was horrible. Plus, I was the asshole. I had to wait in the restaurant.
Right.
For,
Well,
for an extra half hour. I got there within 5 minutes of when they said it was going to be ready. I waited a half an hour.
And then what?
And like
you
I
sit
said,
there, you have
but
a
I
beer.
still, I still tipped on top of everything. Like what I don't know what I feel is appropriate.
So next time, maybe just wait and say, I'll pay whenever it comes out.
I probably should have done
It's
that.
a catch-22, man. They got you.
No,
they got
if you do that though,
If you're like, no, I'll just wait to pay till I see.
right till it comes out.
Yeah, because then if I get pissed off enough, why is it running a half hour late? I'm just going to grab a pizza from down the street. Screw it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Leave yourself options.
Yeah.
That's it. They're
Once you-
going to be behind. You could be behind.
I think before 100%, I would have did the same thing you did. I would have paid and I would have tipped. But now, from now on, I think I honestly might be like, I'll just wait till it comes out.
There should be a method, though. There should be a method. All right, I don't want to have to go through 27 different boxes and count, but I'll do it.
Right.
Because I've got screwed over too many times. I'll at least count the items.
Yeah.
So that's my new move. I count the items. But then you get home, if something's still fucked up or don't taste right or it wasn't put together or it's a mess.
Or it's freezing cold.
I should be
like
able
you
to
said.
tip after.
Yeah.
After I eat it, let me go back on there.
You
and
should
tip.
be able to send them an invoice like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to need 10%
Let me
of that
keep.
tip
Let's keep
back.
it all online.
Yeah.
Let's keep the pay online, and then once I'm done,
A run-
satisfied with the service, then I'll run a tip.
Yeah, leave a running tally.
Yeah.
When I click OK,
That's
then
not
I'm,
tip
then I'm
before you
happy.
do it. Like
Right.
we're satisfied.
I 100% agree with you on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good, Shuley.
All right, so my gear grinder is the people that will like leave you a text or a voicemail or something on social media with like high energy, kind of like combative. And see me, I'm not good at reading like your. If I talk to you on the phone, I can gauge what you're
Can't
how
sense
you're
the tone
feeling.
of it.
Yeah. So I hate the people that will write like it seems like it's tough guy text or whatever. Like and then you see them in real life and they're like, oh hey man, how you doing? Like, am I wrong for not being able to gauge like if you're being a dick or not, or are you trying to be a tough guy?
What happened?
So work situations and there was a thing and this guy's like texting me shit like tough guy shit. Like, dude, you would never say that to my fucking face.
Give us
dude. I can't. I don't want to. I don't want
He's
to.
all mad. Look at him.
Yeah, I don't want to get into all that, but it's like you would never say that to me
Right.
in your fucking life, but you're gonna text that there, and then I'm like, okay, should I tell this dude to go fuck himself, or should I be the bigger guy? Like, oh man, hey, okay, pal, whatever, and then when I see you, you're like, oh hey, bud, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Like I thought I came here ready to think we were gonna fight each other. And now you're my best buddy.
Tone is very hard to gauge over a text message. Even if somebody, you could tell if somebody's talking shit, they're talking shit
In caps.
But if somebody's in cap, exclamation
Well, no,
mark,
it was no caps
or
on
somebody is vague and short, and like shit like that, you're like, well, what do you mean by that?
And the thing is, like, if you're mad, just call me. Pick up the
Yeah.
phone and fucking call me, dude.
Right.
If you're so fucking, you're so angry, you're so tough right now, call me. Talk to me like a fucking grown up.
Right.
Instead of sending angry text messages, and then when I get back to you, it's like everything's like nothing happened.
I agree with you 100%. I way more for the call also because you can resolve the issue and it can be over with. The problem with the angry texting is now you might have just ruined my fucking night.
Right, and not only that, are you trying to ruin my night, or am I taking this the wrong fucking
Right,
way?
but
And then if I respond angrily,
Right.
am I being a dick? you
Right.
know?
So if you get them on the phone, they're like, nah, dude,
Yeah.
here's all I'm saying is
Right.
that price ain't gonna work. What can we do?
yeah,
stuff
like
that.
what happened to just dealing with things,
Dude,
normally?
Dude, I get like, there's people that like will heckle. Like I'm trying to sell this trailer on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't know if it's bots or like, dude, like, listen, buddy, I'm not asking that much money for it. If you want it, like, dude's like, not enough pictures, bro, or like say shit like that, like, then don't buy it.
Well, but that is the internet in a nutshell. People like, and it happens with baseball cards and everything, mainly with that anything. But people, you'll post something, and someone who has no intentions of buying it makes the stupidest comments.
Right.
Trust me. If
Or they tell you how you should set it up.
Right.
You should say whether it's not going to tie. That should be in there. Like, dude, I know you have no interest in buying this. Just keep it moving, dude.
Dude, like 8 years ago, 10 years ago, I had these subwoofers in a box, everything. I'm trying to sell them, and nobody's buying. I'm like, dude, $50. Like the box is worth $50, And this guy's like, they were like Rockford Fosgate punches. That's what they were. And that was like a brand. That was like the shit back in the day, This guy's like, well, I don't see them on the internet. Like, dude, it's $50, cuz. You either want them or you don't. Like I'm not fucking.
He was lining you up with eBay. He was trying to.
Yeah, I'm not holding your hands to it. It's fucking $50. Make a move, cuz.
Yeah.
Right. This ain't like tough. This ain't like major.
It's $50. Like, dude, give me 25. They're yours. Just come get them out of my fucking garage.
Oh man, with me, my gear grinder is like when dudes can't take a joke and they just walk off the podcast.
Especially after missing last week too.
After missing last week, dude. Dude. Jack had to pick up his parents.
Zero commitment. Commitment.
I was gonna take that fucking so deep and try to Jack would be like,
There
why
have
the
been a
fuck
million
would you
people
have said
calling
that?
and shit.
Yeah, Jack had to pick up his parents from the hospital.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not the hospital, airport.
airport. Yeah.
Joey would have done it, but he would never found it.
But he would have never found him. He'd still be out
He's
there.
in Chiranum.
He just got the text. Joe just got the text. So we're putting up our Christmas. I like Christmas. I'm a big Christmas guy, but I'm not allowed to like handle anything with decorations because I fuck it up and I do it wrong. So I'm like, whatever. Addie handles all that. We got a little tree. It's not a little tree. We got a decent sized tree, but it's decorated with a lot of like black straw and stuff like that. You know, I mean, whatever. And then as lights go, we got like one little strand, not really outside. And I'm like, our Christmas decorations are on E, cuz. And then she was like, well, Halloween's my favorite holiday. And I'm like, I get that. Halloween's your favorite. You've been telling me this for 7 years. But you know Christmas is my favorite. I'm not allowed to decorate. You'll yell at me and you'll tell me I'm an idiot. I didn't put up the decorations wrong, or you'll take them down. It's like, could you put a little bit more Christmas stuff around here? And we've made an addition of a candle. So I'm like,
So no tree.
Tell her to get some
we got
blue
a tree.
lights.
We got a tree.
You got a couple stockings up.
Yeah, 2 stockings, a tree. But I like a little bit of mischief, an elf here, or like a something. But
A wreath.
A wreath.
I think my man, Mr. Rosado, got wreaths out to ask.
But the thing is, like, I don't have authority just to start decorating there because, like, she won't like it. So, like, I just let her do it. But I'm like, we could have went a little harder on the Christmas. That's all.
You like the decorated house. I ain't gonna lie, I do too. It's festive.
It feels
Makes you feel good.
It does.
It's a warm feeling.
There you go.
I'm glad the stockings are there. I feel very loved in the house. It's just at Christmas time I like a little bit more decorations. But, you know, it is what it is.
Can't win them all, Mike.
Nah, I'll take that as an, you know, I mean, if that's one of the L's I got to take, that's a small L in life.
Right.
So, well, all right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. You might recognize my voice from Greenfield's Finest Podcast, but you'd recognize my face more from Rosado and Sons Landscaper, where I've been an employee for over 5 years, where I work with owner-son John Rosado. If you're looking for quality landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, and lawn maintenance, which includes fertilizer, grub control, weed killer, call 412-521-9045. This isn't some pop-up operation. They've been in business for over 80 years. So if you want good quality work, call Rosado and Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get the special discount. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Did you just get the bad news that your girlfriend's fucking your neighbor? Well, it sounds like a pretty shitty situation. I got just the answer. Miracle Movers. You need to move in a hurry? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're fully bonded and insured, and you're not taking any risk like you are with your whore girlfriend. So call Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620 and get out of that house before you catch any STDs. Did you just walk into your bathroom and take a giant shit and realize that your bathroom is a giant pile of shit? Well, I got the answer for you. Bath Factory and Window. You dream it, and they build it. Bath Factory and Window, 412-951-3939. From your bathroom to your windows, transform your home with Bathroom Factory and Window. You can also find them at bathfactoryandwindow.com. Hey, what's going on, folks? I don't know if you knew this, but the number one reason people get lawsuits against them when people come over their house is faulty steps, faulty sidewalks. What are you going to do about it? Your house is a walking booby trap. Well, you can call Giuseppe and Sons. Need your sidewalk and steps fixed or replaced? Call Giuseppe and Sons at 412-421-6711. And if you're looking for any masonry work in the Pittsburgh area, these are the guys you can trust. That's 412-421-6711. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Finance Podcast. Before we jump into what would Greenfield do real quick, just a reminder, we have our tickets up for December 23rd at Bottlerocket Social for our second live show. Our first one did sell out. We're up to about 70 tickets sold, so there's 50 left. December 23rd, it's going to be an awesome night. Also, we have a day or two that you can order merch. I've been trying to post the link and stuff like that. There's only 3 items up, but they're 3 of our most popular hoodies. So if you need a quick Christmas gift, click on the link, get the order in, and you'll get it before Christmas. That's a promise. All right, guys, we're going to jump into what would Greenfield do.
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop. All right. So have any of us ever went on a trip? We were expecting the place to be awesome, but when we got there, it was a complete shithole, and the trip ended up being a complete mess.
You want me to talk about my honeymoon?
Yeah.
All right. So my dad had a timeshare, and he looked at it here. You can use it for your honeymoon. Okay, where you want to go, Johanna? I don't know. You could kind of pick it. The pictures of St. Kitts look great.
Yeah.
So we fly down there. There's one Marriott on the whole island. It's basically like a third world country feel to it.
Yeah.
Still, some people like that, dude. It sucked. The weather wasn't like great. It would rain real hard, like 3 times a day. Like the people working down there, they were kind of nonchalant. Like,
did you get the worst weed ever?
Yeah, there were some dudes. There were some dudes on the beach that like look like some hood dudes that will walk around and try to badge you to rub your feet for like $5 and shit like that.
Did they get you for
They got Johanna for like this one girl got Johanna for like a back rub for like $5. And, like, the beach was kind of dirty and had, like, a bunch of garbage washed up on it. And then, like, there was, like, people staying there. Like, dude, that, like, there was, like, this family from New York that just, like, had his whole family. They were just rude. And, like, I had to deal with them all week. But then there's, like, people that lived on the island that, like, had a little bit of money that were, like, the rich people of the island that would come to the Marriott for, like, on the weekends for, like, dinner.
Yeah.
And they just hated everybody.
All
the tourists. Treated everybody like shit. Real unwelcoming. It was horrible.
That's fucking sucks.
So, like, they said, oh, we're just starting to pick up tourism now. I'm like, great. I wish I would have went here 20 years from now.
Yeah.
This sucks right now.
You guys ain't exactly making me feel at home.
You were like a groundbreaking, like Rosado had to suffer so the next tourists could have a better time.
Like, luckily, I didn't write a review. I didn't know anything about that.
It was before Yelp.
I did, yeah. Like, it's like right across on another island that was like supposedly way more cracking. I'm not a good traveler.
Yeah.
I don't really feel comfortable.
Was it like
in a lot
St.
of places.
Lucia's across there from
one of them?
Yeah.
It was,
you ever have a bad experience?
So as soon as you said that, I thought about the time we went to Ocean City. We stayed at that place. It was supposed to be like a Days Inn, but it was Scander's Island Inn.
Scander's Island Inn, yeah.
And we were like fucking 10 streets past the end of the drunk bus.
Dude, we were literally, I think we were in Rhode Island or Delaware.
Yeah, we were in like
Delaware, I think.
No, yeah, we were in Fenwick Island, Delaware.
Yeah.
We weren't even in Ocean City. We were like 165, I think, is like the last street in Ocean City. We were like 20 fucking streets past that.
Right. And the bus didn't even run to there.
Oh, it was such a shithole. Other than that, no, you know what? So my honeymoon, we were going down to this place in Florida, and we had a fucking layover. So and our plane got delayed, so we had to stay, I think it was like Charlotte. We stayed, it was like a La Quinta for, just for one night. It was the grossest place I've ever been to in my life. I didn't take my clothes off. I didn't lay in the bed.
Yeah.
I was like, Rosa, we might as well just get fucking hammered because this place
Why
is
not?
fucking gross.
Dude, like I don't know. I haven't been outside. Like in Mexico, I've been there, and I really haven't felt uncomfortable there. There, I felt uncomfortable. And I did go off like the resort to eat, which was probably one of the nicer things I did. But, dude, it just really was like a small island, and like people come up.
It's poverty-stricken.
It's poverty-stricken. People trying to shake you down for money if like you leave, and
but the Bahamas is the same way. But like there's a defined line of like resorts and then like the rest of the island.
Like these
You
people
know
were
what I
just
mean?
getting started, and like it just wasn't ready. Like I wasn't ready for all that.
Dude, I remember when my mom moved to Florida when I was 18 years old, and I had all these visions of what Florida was going to be, and I was going to start my life over, and it was going to be the greatest experience. And like literally within no time, my mom moves back to Pittsburgh, leaves me in Florida, and I'm living in a trailer park smoking crack with this homeless dude who ended up living in my trailer with me. Like he just started squatting there. Like I get home from work and the homeless dude like was there. He's like, man, I'm gonna clean up today. And like I'm like, cuz it's literally as big as it's one room. Where are you cleaning? And I come home and it wasn't clean. So the homeless dude was a terrible butler. So I'm like, all he was good at was getting us crack. You know what I mean? And then the one day he
Everybody has their neck.
yeah, he was up in the middle of the night doing God knows what. Fell through the bathroom floor. So I had to like pull him up through. Like half of his body was there, and he was butt ass naked. Like the shitter and everything fucking fell through.
It all caved in.
It all caved in. I'm like, dude, what were you dropping in that toilet? He was like, man, these motherfucking Florida ain't shit, man. We need to get out of here. We need to hop a train. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing?
You're trying to be a hobo.
You're about to be hopping trains?
Yeah, so I'm like, dude. So I'm like, dude. So me and Boxcar Willie went our separate ways, and I'm like, dude, I came up to Pittsburgh, ended up going to Mercy Detox, and it was like literally like Disneyland. They had like little cups of ice cream. You didn't have to do no groups. You could do whatever you wanted. Watch movies all day. At the Mercy Hospital Detox, it was by far the best like experience I needed. I needed a break from Florida, and this was it. And like, dude, they were like, it was like 5 days. They're like, Mike, we think you're about ready to go home. I'm like, no fucking way. I got a wet window. And then like that one chick just came in. Like, no way, man.
Yeah.
They stretched it out for 7 days. Like, but dude, it was like one of the best 7-day vacations I ever had.
It was a lot better than pulling dudes out of the shitter in a
yeah,
fucking
I'm like, dude, like,
RV.
Yeah, I'm like, this is for the birds, man. But Mercy Detox is where it's at. I'm like, dude, I wish they would have had a review card. I'd be like, dude, they had a menu. You could fill out what you wanted every
You left
day.
them a Yelp review.
Dude, they'd be like, what do you want? I'd be like, a cheeseburger. And the one dude was like, man, if you want 2 cheeseburgers, just put ×2. I'm like, what? You put ×2 next to everything. Like, I want 2 bagels. I want 2 cream cheeses. At lunch, I want 2 burgers, 2 fries. I want 4 ice creams. Dude, I was living like a fucking king. I'm like, dude, room service at its best. I'm like, I never wanted to leave there. Which shows how low of a quality life I was living. Up to that point, was a hospital to me was like staying at a fucking resort.
Well, coming out of a fucking mobile home with a crackhead squatter,
a major
that fell through the floor.
7-month crack.
His big plan was to start hopping trains.
Yeah, right. Boxcar Willie was like, man, we need to get on a train and get up to Seattle.
Willie.
He was like, man, there ain't no money for us down here. I'm like, dude, I got a job. Like, you're the one that don't got no money.
You're the one that just pulled out of the shitter.
Yeah, he was like, man.
Literally.
They was like, man, they need to rent you a different one. I'm like, the dude's mad that the toilet fell through this one. He don't even know why you're living here. I don't know who's coming to fix this. He was like, I'm going to get on it tomorrow. I'll come back, motherfucker. Ain't no, there's still a hole in the floor. He put a plastic bag over it, like a garbage bag, and put caution tape. I'm like, boss.
Like, my man, thank you, bro.
Yeah, we got high that one last night.
You a plumber?
I called my uncle, like, get me out of here, please. My uncle came up and picked me up. He's like, all your stuff gonna fit in the car? I said, what, this box?
What, me?
Yeah.
My clothes.
Luckily, I got paid. I had like one paycheck left, and I just split. Went to Tampa and then went to Mercy Detox. Made my way up there. But
Best thing you ever did.
yeah, well, I kept getting high for another 15 years, but it started
At the time.
They planted the seed.
Right.
They
Started they started the stone rolling.
Yeah, a tree don't grow overnight. Motherfucker take about 15, 20 years. I'm a little pine, if you know what I'm saying. All right. This is a weird question. What's worse, people who run marathons and talk about it, or people who do the polar plunge and talk about it? The marathon people.
Marathon people, yeah.
Especially with the new advantageous 13.1 stickers.
I hate it.
You couldn't finish, but you still got a participation trophy or participation sticker. I'm like, come on.
Listen, like you said, if you want to run marathons, half marathons, quarter marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever, fantastic. God bless you. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't tell you how many beers I drink a day, do I?
Yeah, right. You should.
Yeah, I don't go bragging.
I don't
about
got
how
a
many
sticker
times-
on my
What
car
if
that
you did have a
says
sticker?
12-pack.
Or like how much?
12 times 2.
Or like yeah.
12.1.
Like one time I jerked off 7 times in one day.
right.
It just had like 7 times a wrist, like
And then a chicken just with his neck getting wrung.
Yeah, the chicken's neck getting wrung. I'm just choking that chicken to death. They firing off my
Yeah,
teeth.
nobody cares, man.
Well, people like a good jerk off story. But
I would
like,
rather see that fucking bumper sticker than the 13.1.
Right, because jerking off is a lot cooler than marathons. If you're like, would you rather run this marathon, or like a marathon of jerking off would be 5 times in one day? Like, which would I rather do? I'd rather jerk off 5 times. I guarantee you're just as depleted. You need
You
as
just
much-
wore out as many electrolytes as you
Yeah.
did running a 13.1.
Like, fuck, you know what I mean?
Fucking geek.
I'm all sweaty and probably smell. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I got one more in me. You know what I mean?
I'm throwing water on your face so you
Yeah.
can finish.
Yeah. I'm like, surely help me. Yeah.
I'm like,
My wrist
come on,
is-
Mike, you got it, buddy.
Surely
We're here
say,
for you.
Surely give me a hand.
Hit him with the Vaseline. Slap the
that's
Vaseline
it.
on it.
Surely squirt lotion on him. Like,
That's it. That's what our friends for.
yeah, that's how you help a boy get through a real marathon. All right. All right. This one's kind of a weird question. Would you rather have a waiter who always speaks shitty English, or push and pull instead of pull every time you open a door? So like, you got a waiter, and every time he talks to you, you can barely understand what he's saying. Or instead of pulling a door, now every door you got to push. I don't really give a fuck about either.
Where did Jack write down this question? He leaves us the stupid ass question.
Yeah.
Leaves. I'd rather push the door.
Dude, I mean,
It doesn't matter if it says push or pull. I do the opposite anyway.
In daily life, I don't give a fuck if I have to deal with either of those situations. That's not one. I like when we get one like, would you rather punch Larry in the fucking face for $700? And you're like, fuck. Do I have to give Larry any of the money? Like, how bad would I actually feel? Does it have to be like a sucker punch? Like, do you think you could like beat a wolf if you had a gun? Like something like that. But like a fight between a shit. I don't care. I've had shitty waiters. I've had fucked up doors. Who gives a fuck? Not
Yeah,
me.
thanks, Jack.
What would Greenfield do? I'd rather not answer that question. So.
I wish Jack was here so we could tell him to go fuck himself.
Well, he got ran off the show today. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We're grateful for every listen that we get. This Friday on WD, we're going to be live on the WDVE morning show doing a cheer grinder. So something that we hate about Christmas will be on, so make sure you tune in. Tomorrow I'll be posting the times they'll be on approximately. Everyone, have a great week. Get your tickets for the live show. And remember, most of all, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.